start your application of the sinamay, gather it in your hand till you create a bit of a bow. Pull it over, gather it in your hand, and start at the top. Using the branches on the tree, twist the wire branch to hold the mesh in place. This creates the first billow and your start. Gather again, small amount, and go around the tree using the branches to hold the mesh in place. As you're gathering the mesh and tucking it into the branches on the tree, you will create a billowed effect, or a puff if you want to call it. You drop the fabric in a diagonal but continue around the tree. As you're creating the puff, you want to drop it down to the next level of branches and tuck it inside the tree, using the branch to hold in place. If you are using a natural tree, you can create this effect by attaching mesh with wire. Like some people do it like that and they don't like it. So pull it like I'm pulling this out. See, it's about an arm, and then I'm going to take it. I'm going to tuck it.
So there's a volume.
Volume, exactly. A 7.5 foot full Christmas tree will require 3 rolls. I'm using the 24-inch Abaca. This is the latest product. It's the burgundy gold plaid. As you come to the end of the roll, take the fabric, gather it as you did when you first started in your hand to create a billow, and tuck it in underneath the branch so you don't see the join. Take the new roll of Abaca, open it up, pull a little bit of fabric, and then gather that in your hand, tucking it where the other join is. So take the branch wire and secure the mesh to the branch, and then pull out and continue your billow going on a diagonal around the tree. Checking to make sure that everything is not completely lining up. You want to offset each billow below the second billow. And you can go back and adjust it if you haven't got it quite right. It's very forgiving. Take the roll of Abaca, loosen the fabric off, and just tuck it into the tree so it doesn't fall down on you. Pull the mesh out, tuck it into the tree, grab the mesh, tuck it onto the branches, take the wire to secure the billow, adjusting as you go. Gather the mesh in your hands, tuck it into the tree, secure the mesh with the branches on the tree, twisting the wired branches around the fabric. Again, as the girth of the tree increases, you will have to increase the amount of mesh that you use to create your billows so that you get a uniform look coming down the tree. The branches are further apart at this level on the tree, so you would just tuck it in, again securing it with the wired branches. This creates pockets in which you can decorate your tree with your Christmas ornaments, and it doesn't require as much Christmas decorations to have to go on the tree. So you can decorate in different areas in your tree to create a beautiful effect. The synthetic sinamay I'm using on this tree is a new color. It's a burgundy gold plaid, and it decorates up beautifully. With all the colors in the collection Art Loom has to offer, you should be able to choose one that coordinates with your Christmas decor and perhaps the coloring in your home. The 24-inch sinamay rolls work wonderfully on the tree, but you also can use an 11-inch if you wish. If you have a narrower tree, the 11-inch wide mesh works wonderfully, and that is not so heavy looking, but this is very, very beautiful to put on the tree and embellish with the rest of your Christmas decorations. As you're getting around on the bottom level of the tree, the last layer of branches, you can go below the tree if you have a lot of product left over. Just tuck it in and create a skirt on the bottom of the base of the tree. Finishing this tree stand so that you don't see the tree stand. And I'll show that in just as I'm coming around to the last of it. Once you've got to the last row of branches on the bottom of your tree, go to the center of your trunk and tuck the remaining mesh under the tree. This will create and finish off your Christmas tree, and you will not require a tree skirt. Now we're going to be decorating the mantle. Wrap your fabric, gather the mesh in your hand, and start at the center of the garland, tucking it in. Use the wire branches to attach the sinamay mesh. Create a billow, tuck it into the garland. Use the wire branch to secure the mesh. Now you want to go back to the back of the garland, creating a zigzag pattern with the sinamay mesh, tucking in. You can come back and adjust it so it goes back and forth on a more even basis, but just simply gather the fabric in your hand, tuck it into the garland, and twist. This will create another garland effect on top of the green garland that you have put up. Twist, pull it apart a wee bit, and tuck it in. If you want a tighter look, you just gather it tighter in your hand and tuck it into the branches. If you want it looser, use more fabric. Wrap it around on the corners embellishing a little bit heavier on the sides. As you're coming down, twisting to the front, tuck it in, secure with the branch, come around to this side, dropping down on an angle, tuck it into the branch, twist, secure. One roll is enough to do a 9-foot garland. If you want your mantle is larger than that, secure your garland together in the center and use 2 rolls to complete the project. Once you've got to the bottom, take your roll, unfasten the roll, take the sinamay, tuck it in again, and bring it around so the fabric ends on the inside of the garland. So you have a finished product and there's no loose edges showing. And go back and adjust as you need to. I do the same on the other side. Go to the center of your garland. It helps to have it pre-lit. The sinamay will show a lot more color and depth and variation. Tuck it into the center, wrap the branches around, drop it down to the center, working your way out to the corners in a zigzag fashion. This creates a very festive look. You can embellish it further with decorations or simply leave it with the sinamay as the show. Creating a little bit more interest at the center and at the sides always makes your garland look a little bit more beautiful and creates more interest. Wind the sinamay back and forth as you're going down the sides, tucking in to the center of the garland.